My name's Kelly. I'm a CBT therapist and psychologist, and today we're going to think about, can you change your attachment style? So attachment styles often become an essential part of our personality and our identity, but there is always opportunities to be able to change some maybe aspects that don't suit you or that you don't like. And if you are interested in changing your attachment styles, I'm going to give you a few ways that you could potentially try to do it. So firstly, understand and identify patterns in your relationships. So in the beginning, this may look like that you are looking at your current relationships or maybe past relationships and identify patterns. So thinking about, where do those patterns come from and how do they impact upon your life right now? You could find positives linked to your attachment style, maybe things that you think that protect you but maybe that don't really serve you anymore. But you need to identify the patterns that can help you to understand further what you want maybe to change or to be able to do something about. So when you're looking at your patterns, you really want to focus on the ones that maybe bring you pain or unhappiness. They're the ones you want to change, of course. The ones that bring you happiness and bring you security, they're the ones that you want to try and strengthen. Once you've identified patterns, you can then do some work around that. So the second point is to find ways to boost your self-esteem. So you may find that in relationships you maybe become a little bit too dependent on other people, or you may use relationships to boost your self-esteem. Ideally, your self-esteem should be separate from your relationships. So to be able to separate the two of them, the best way is to find ways to focus on your positive strengths and to develop those strengths. And by focusing and developing, that's going to help to boost your self-esteem. And don't worry if at the moment it feels quite difficult to actually say what your strengths are. Take an inventory, maybe ask people that you trust, or think of the things that you enjoy that bring you some sort of happiness. They're going to be your positive strengths. And if you really can't find any, think of things that you would like, and then think of ways that you could start to develop them or bring them into your life. And it doesn't really matter how small you start, because the small things, as we know, can turn out to be the really big things. The third thing is to work on your emotional intelligence. So our emotional intelligence allows us to understand our experience, but it also helps us to better relate to other people around you. So by increasing your emotional intelligence, you can interact with other people in better ways. So that could look like working on improving your boundaries. It could be looking at improving your ability to resolve conflict. It could be improving your ability to empathise with other people. These are all aspects of your emotional intelligence. The fourth part is, what I like to say is, fake it till you become it. So not fake it till you make it, fake it till you become it. So befriend people who are securely attached. So depending on your attachment style, you could be more drawn to maybe people with problematic attachment styles also. So try to resist the urge to seek out the people who maybe trigger you in some way, or maybe that you know that their attachment style doesn't really fit with yours. Try to find people that seem to be in securely attached, happy and healthy relationships. And then you can look at how they behave, how they interact with other people, and borrow some of their skills. See how they do certain things, maybe areas that you would like to develop, and then try to replicate that in yourself. But remember, you're an individual, so we can't copy and paste everything, but we can take certain aspects and be able to bring that into ourselves. Then finally, that if there is any sort of trauma or traumatic experiences, or big T's or little t's, we know that attachment styles often stem from childhood issues or experiences. So rather than trying to fix your attachment style in the present, you may need to return to the past with potentially a therapist or a qualified professional to acknowledge and resolve those persisting problems. I hope you found that helpful. I've got some other videos on attachment styles also. Please like and subscribe, and as always, if there's anything you'd like me to cover, then please let me know. Thank you.